Ciao ragazzi, eccoci stasera con una nuova chiacchierata per fare la conoscenza con un altro dei protagonisti della prossima Red Bull XAlps 2025. Attesissima 12ª edizione della più appassionante gara di Hike and Fly al mondo. Quest'anno FIVL con i suoi canali e con il sottoscritto è stata invitata formalmente e accreditata come media press nella competizione. Quindi saremo presenti nei giorni preparatori allo start, durante la gara e poi durante lo svolgimento saremo di nuovo live con i teams, i piloti, gli organizzatori che man mano avranno modo di collegarsi con noi. Ok, siamo pronti? Questa sera non indugiamo oltre, siamo pronti per parlare con...
Hello guys, my name is Benedikt Dornauer, I'm from Austria and I'm proud to be part of the most challenging mental and tactical race all over the world.
Ok, siamo con Benedikt Dornauer, austriaco, 33 anni, rookie, quindi alla sua prima edizione. Welcome Benedikt and thanks for being with us.
Ciao a tutti, sono 34 anni.
Ah, ok. Va bene, so I had the wrong information. Okay.
Yeah, I had birthday some days ago, so I'm 34 now.
Ah, okay, yeah, because
Yes.
probably when I looked into the XAlp information, you were still 33 and now 34. So
Yeah.
I update also my records. Okay,
Okay.
good. Okay, so Benedikt, tell us something about yourself and about the story that bring you to be part of the XAlp 2025.
But it's a pretty long story. I'm coming, especially I started when I was 6 years old, or especially 8 years old. The dream was, like most humans have, to fly around the world, to fly around. Something like that. And then I thought of how to come in the air. And the first idea was I go ski jumping because I liked to go skiing and I liked the little hills. And so I started ski jumping next to my hometown in Meyerhofen. And my brother already did some paragliding when he was 10 years old. And my father and my uncle especially, they were special going on with hang gliders at a young age. And my uncle has a paragliding school here in Zillertal.
Oh.
And so my way to go paragliding was already there. And so I started paragliding at the age of 8 years. For sure, I don't start it up there 1,000 meters above the ground on the mountain, but I started at a small little hill next to my house. My brother already was able to fly, and he showed me how to fly. And yes, but I still was in ski jumping and did some Nordic combined, so ski jumping and cross-country skiing. And I was good in this discipline. So I also went to school. We in Austria have the Skigymnasium Stams, which is a pretty famous school here in Austria for all the skiers, ski jumping people, cross country, all the winter sports. And there I did my A levels, as well as I was there also in the next area of the the B level, so not the A level where the world championship is, but the B level. I was there pretty good, and I was also in the Austrian Ski Federation. And when I was 22, I quit that because of my ski jumping was not good enough to go into the professionals. But all the time beside, I did paragliding because, yes, this was my passion all day, every day. I tried to go training for sure for cross-country skiing, but when I had spare time, I always went to go paragliding, and this was my big passion all around. All my friends around here in the valley are flying, and so we were a pretty big, nice community. And this is also nice to know that when I heard that I was nominated for the XAlps, everybody called me and say, "Hey, nice, and let's go like years ago, and we push you." And yeah, and it's really like that. So everybody's pushing me, my old friends from those days, pushing me, and now I'm going to the XAlps, which is pretty big thing for me, and yeah.
Sure. I believe it's a very big motivation that you have to go there and to see all your friends coming along with you. It really gives a lot of power, let's say.
Yes, I love the way too that the competition itself already. The competition itself, the XAlps will be phenomenal, I'm sure. But already the way to the XAlps shows me so much, and is pretty,
Sure.
phenomenal already. Yeah, pretty nice. Yeah.
Which kind of training of preparation are you following now, Benedikt?
I have a trainer, which is trainer from my younger age when I was cross-country skier. He was also like, when he heard about the nomination of the XAlps, he said, "Hey, let's go. I'm with you. I want to train you, and we do this together." And yes, also really positive, also really motivating, and for sure. I'm not starting. I didn't start at October when I was nominated. I already trained years ago and all the time. But since October, I'm training really focused. I did a lot of general long distance runs, especially in winter for sure. Cross country skiing. Also was at some competitions in cross country skiing in winter. I did ski touring in winter. I did some short flights in winter, not long flights, because I don't like flying in the cold air with freezing fingers and so on. That's not my love discipline. But yes, now over the winter, I went from general long distance training to short interval hard training, and this is following now. So I'm still doing hours and hours on general based training, but I'm doing more and more interval training now. And for sure, winter is over. No more cross country, no more hiking on skis, no more hike and fly, special winter hike and fly, but just nearly just hike and fly itself. I do some force training, so get strength in the gym as well. And I do also just running on the flats, because I think it's really important that you know your body and where are your limits on the flats, because I think most of the hike and flyers don't have any problems when it's going steep with the body. But on the flats, to run long distances, especially on asphalt or so on, this is really, really hard, yes, for the body, I think.
Yeah, and you
This
have
is the thing.
always to carry your wing, so you are not just running like that. So absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
So, Benedikt, tell me something about your team. We know that the XAlp, it's a race for pilots, but also it's a team race, let's say.
Yes. I started at October, where I was motivated with a friend of mine who already participated in the XAlps 2015 and 17. But yes, at the end of last year, he said he couldn't do that. He quit. So I had to get a new team. And I have a phenomenal team behind me. I have one main supporter, let's say. He's good in cross country flying, so distance flying. He's really good in endurance, so he might be better than me even. He's really good, so he can carry stuff of myself as well, and he's really good in managing things, and that's the main part. So he's doing a lot of managing behind myself, Then I have another person who is physiotherapist, and he's flying as well. He's flying like 30, 50 kilometers, something. So not big in cross country flying, but he's able to fly as well, and really good shape. So he can bring my bottles of wine up there and so on. So no, yes, he can carry a lot of stuff. Then I have one person who had already participated in Dolomiti Fly, Eiger Tour, and so on, all the big things underneath the XAlps. He's from Australia. He's really good for hard situations in flying. So he's really good when there's strong wind or when there is something acrobatical. So he's good in acrobatics, and he's good in distance flying for sure. And he's more the funny guy in our team, a little bit more funny guy in our team, which makes the team a little bit better balanced.
Right.
And the fourth person, so we are four supporters plus myself, is a person from East Tyrol. He's really good in cross country flying. He already did nearly 3,000 FIE and so on. So he's the man who tells me where to fly when there are not hard, let's say hard flying conditions, when there are really good flying conditions, when there are really good thermals. He knows the area around Italy and also in the Swiss really good. So yes.
So are you going to be based on two vehicles, two cars?
Yes, we have two cars, one
Right.
bigger car and one smaller car. Yes.
Yeah, more or less this is the same as all the pilots. So if you are in, you can have one in one valley and the other one in the other valley, and they are
Yes.
always following you.
That's the reason why you have to have, I think, two cars. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. So, what do you think, Benedikt, about the route of this year? They have announced it free ferrata, the longest route ever, more than 1,200 kilometers, and also the fact that you have to cross the Alps 4 times up and down. So, it's going to be quite tough, I believe. What do you think?
Yes. So the distance does matter for sure, but that's not a really important thing, because I think you have to be on every day, give your best, and if it's then if you're at the end in the goal, yes, the distance itself for sure it's enormous, but I think as long as you have a lot of fun and do your best every day, you will reach your best you can give. So I don't have a big fear of the distance, because it is what it is for sure.
Sure.
To cross the main ridge, I'm living just next to the main ridge, like 20 kilometers away from that. I know what it means to cross the main ridge, and this might be a really difficult one, especially if there might be in June. I don't know how it is. I know how it is now. We don't have a lot of snow up there, but there could be snow in June. This might be a big problem then. But depends on the conditions, and for sure the main ridge means also that most of the time different weather situations when you pass it. So this might be a challenge for everybody. Yes. And this time I've seen we have 3 Via Ferratas. I also implemented Via Ferrata training a little bit, at least in my training. Yes, I think it's quite funny, quite challenging for us as well. Yes, and this might be a bit of how you say, bring a difference into the race a little bit.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Also, I believe it's gonna be tough if you have a very good flying day. and then you have to do the ferrata because you are there in that day, so you are losing maybe the day to make 200 kilometers because you have to climb up and come down. So it's going to be really tricky, and we really look forward to look at it. Absolutely.
Or you're having a bad weather and you have to wait till the thunderstorm is over, like 2 hours or whatever, and then you can go into the Via Ferrata. And others can walk on the flat or whatever, or can fly even, and you have to wait till the thunderstorm is over. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, there are all these. This is why also I believe it's very important to have in the team somebody which really knows about weather.
Yes.
About weather forecast. Yes.
Yeah.
So, Benedikt, you told us before that you were following your brother, your father and uncle in the sky. But if you would think about a mentor, there is somebody that you look at as, I don't know, a special pilot which inspired you, or...
There are a lot of people around here which inspiring me. There is one person just next town who is, I think, 70 years old. He's not doing distance flying, but he's flying differently as everybody else. He's the person who knows the main ridge here the best. He's the person who is always up in the air, even if the others are not coming up because the lift is too less. He will stay up all time, but he's not the fastest flyer, or not the distance flyer, but he's really good in special things, I would say, and enjoying things. So he's a little bit of a mentor for me as well. Then we have another person who did a world record already for FIE triangle flying here in the valley. He's also a really really nice person and gives tips and so on. But the really nice thing, or the thing which is fascinating for me, is that he might not be the fastest in the air compared to the other world record holders, but he's the person, if the sun is going down and there's the last sunlight, he will be there at the last thermal. So he can start really early, he can land really late, and he will be there if everybody else is not anymore in the air and is not reaching the goal. He might take some minutes longer, but he will be there. That's really fascinating for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very nice.
And for sure, there are hike flyers around here who are bringing enormous endurance levels, which is really fascinating. So there are different mentors around here, and for sure, when you have a look at the X contests, you can find everyday special flights, which are enormous.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
I agree with you. So, Benedikt, we go back to the race. What will be your strategy? Are you gonna try to jump out from the first start, or maybe stay a little bit in the back and then follow the group, and then at the end try to go on? So, what will be your strategy?
I don't have a really strategy, but for sure it's really important for me and for my head that I'm at the first days, I'm in the crowd, so not at the end. I will be so in the main crowd, that I'm feeling good. Get into the race, and as I have my experience tells me, if you are 2, 3, 4 days in a race, it begins to, we would say in German, it begins to run. So you are on a wave and flying, running, and it's getting, it sounds stupid, but it's getting easier.
Sure,
when you're in the race, it's getting better, getting easier. And so for me, it's important to survive the first days, let's say it like that. and I hope I am really good at the first days, because I am from here. I have supporters which are from here and know the area here really well, so should be good, especially when I cross the border to Italy and East Tyrol. There are several persons I know who will support me and tell me where to go.
Sure.
So this should be helpful for me. Yeah.
Yeah, it can be very nice at the beginning and also at the end, because when you are coming back, also, well, it's gonna be on the north, but anyway, in your area, and then maybe you can gather some position toward the end of the race, because
Yeah.
you come to know to your places. Absolutely, yes.
So this is
And
also
so
a
Benedikt, you
little bit.
told us, sorry.
Yeah. This is also a little bit a dream of myself, for sure to reach the goal, but to be here in my hometown where there might be a good strategy to fly across my hometown. And the dream is like flying with all my friends from here to the Zell am See area, which is like, I think 70 kilometers to the goal from here.
Okay.
And this is like a little dream to fly with my friends from the
Oh, yes.
from the club and fly to the goal. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, I believe so too. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so you told us already about your passion for skiing, Nordic combined ski, jump, and so on. But apart from that, what are you doing when you are not flying?
I'm an engineer. I'm full-time job engineer in a company here which is producing gas engines for the electrical production. And yes, now I'm shifting a little bit with my time. I need a lot of holidays for the training as well.
Sure.
And yes, not easy to have to train enough, but yes, all my family supports me, so my wife supports me, and yes, really good. So this works for me, but it's
Yeah.
hard for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe so too. Because if you're not a professional pilot, you have to steal a lot of time from the family, from the work, and so on, in order to be prepared. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Benedikt, I have a last question for you, but very important. Many pilots talk about a magical moment that they are having during the flight. It can be maybe because you fly in the evening toward the sunset, or meeting a bird when you are flying, or whatever. What is your magical moment?
You mean what was my magical moment in the past?
Or what really, when you are there and you feel it and you say, okay, this is really my
This is
life. I really love
magical.
this moment.
I
Something
had
special.
one moment where which shows me, hey, this is really that what you like and what you why are you flying? So it was like in the Dolomiti fly last year when I was in the area of myself, which was also here in Arntal, near Sterzing, where we flew like where we had a really bad weather forecast, and it was more or less raining half the day and then back, and whether it's gonna be good and bad, and the cloud base was really low. And then I went up the mountain because I thought, whatever, if I can glide down or hike in, doesn't matter. I couldn't reach more of that day. So I went up there, and there was another pilot up there, and he started in front of me. He couldn't gain any height, and then he landed at the end of the valley. And then I thought, I wasn't hurrying, because doesn't matter if I fly now or 1 hour later. And I waited a little bit, and then a little bit of wind came up, and some birds are flying around me, and then I started, and then I was able to gain altitude, and we're over the clouds itself. So the base was underneath me. So I was
Wow.
up there 3,200 meters, and the base was like on I don't know, 2,200 meters. And then I was able to look over the main ridge and could see also my hometown there, which was phenomenal on the top. And then I thought, hey, that's why I love paragliding, to gain the best out of the day. It doesn't matter if it's like flying kilometers around or whatever, but to gain the best out of the day. And this special moment there showed me that, just that is what I love, to gain the best out of the days. Yes.
Wow. Very nice to hear this story from you. Thanks for sharing with us.
Yeah,
thank you.
Was phenomenal. Yeah.
Okay, so Benedikt, thanks a lot for your time tonight. We are gonna meet in Kitzbühel. I will be there too to say hello in person.
Nice.
Wish you good luck for the race. So thanks again for being with us, and we'll meet in person in Kitzbühel.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Bye bye.
Ciao, Pete. Ciao.
Ciao.